Welcome to this episode of Karen Paddock TV. Hello and welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Karen Paddock, and I'm the host of Karen Paddock TV. Today, we're diving into part 3 of a 3-part series on copywriting. I hope you have loved part 1 and part 2, and I'm sure that you're going to find part 3 to be just as informative. Today, we're going to talk about the 5 key elements to great copywriting. I want you to really listen in as I explain these, and as a special treat, I'm going to dissect an email that I received a few weeks back that will really help you implement those things into your copy. So let's not wait another minute. Let's dive behind my computer screen and check out the 5 key elements of copywriting and what's good and not so good about an email that I received a few weeks ago. So here we are, part 3 of Copywriting Basics. This is the final installment of the 3-part copywriting series that I'm sharing with you to teach you some of the basics on how to be a better copywriter and how to implement some of these really cool, down-to-earth techniques that will help you get more response to the copy that you're putting out there. Today, we are going to talk about the 5 elements of great copy. And like I mentioned to you last week, we are going to dive in, really dissect an email that I received from Team Beachbody. I know some of you are probably Beachbody coaches, and that just made your ears perk right up. So we're going to have some fun with that. If you haven't seen part 1 and part 2 of this series, I encourage you to go back and listen and watch all of the information that I share with you, because it is really instrumental to have that foundation to totally understand part 3 of the series. So let's dive into the 5 elements of great copy. Element number 1 is the title. This is by far the crown jewel in any copy that you create. Call it the title, the headline, the subject line, depending upon what copy you're putting out there. Whatever the application is, the title is very important, really the most important. Now, why is that? Because it's the first thing the reader reads and will more than likely determine if they continue reading. So when you get an email and you read the subject line, if it sounds like something interesting or mysterious, or it's talking right to one of your pain points, of course, you're going to click on it and read more of the copy. But if it is something you're completely not interested in or it isn't attention grabbing, you're going to click the trash button and you're going to delete it. So the title is extremely important. Number 2, the benefit. What will the reader, purchaser, or client get out of the email, product, or service? Now remember, last time I gave you a huge list of ways in which you can use copywriting. We all do. It isn't just in emails, your product pages, your services. But what will the reader, how will the reader benefit from whatever it is that you are talking about in your copy? And that decision is made often an emotional response. Are you really hitting on a pain point? Are you triggering an emotional response from them? Number 3, element number 3 is content. So this is the heart and soul of your copy, right? It's the meat and potatoes, so to speak. This is where all the details are found. So this would be, if it was a blog post, this would be the main body of your blog post. If this was your sales page, it would be the main body of your sales page. Element number 4, incentive. More often than not, there will be some type of incentive that is included in the copy. Why should the reader take action now? What's the incentive? And you're going to see that in the email in just a moment. And number 5 is call to action. You want to make sure there's the next step. What's the next step? How do they participate? How do they work with you? What action do you want them to take? Keep the action simple and make it very evident so that there's no question in your reader's mind what you want them to do next. So let's dive into this email, right? So this is a big program for Beachbody. I've heard lots about it and that it has sold like wildfire. So this image was actually the main content of an email I received before this actually launched. So let's talk about this. The title, which is 21-Day Fix. So that really has a lot going for it. It's telling the reader immediately that this program is 21 days long. What's the benefit? Lose weight without counting calories. Now just imagine, you don't have to always have your copy in graphic form. Think of this even if it was an email, handwritten or typed out form. It would still have the same components. So the benefit is lose weight without counting calories. That's a huge benefit. No one likes to count calories. Incentive, free shipping. If they ordered it at that point in time, which was a pre-order, they received free shipping. Now the body, more benefits, right? This is the meat and potatoes. They're giving you more benefits. Fit into your skinny jeans fast. Look hot for your next vacation. Lose weight before a wedding, reunion, or big event. Jumpstart a bigger weight loss goal. So these are the things that they did right in this email. Now remember one thing. Back on the very first video, I said that good copy will make the reader realize whether or not they are the writer's ideal client or not. So if I had no desire to lose weight, I wasn't really particularly a Beachbody fan, and I received this email, I immediately would be turned off. This is very much in the Beachbody style, and I would know I wasn't their ideal client. However, if the opposite was true, and I was looking to lose weight, or maybe I had a wedding or reunion coming up, I would think, hey, this may be a program for me. I want to check into it more. Now, I do want to mention something that I felt they didn't do right. The call to action, which was a register now button, was below the fold. And what I mean by that is when someone clicks on your email or goes to your website, whatever they see on the screen at that point in time is above the fold. They don't have to scroll anywhere to see the call to action button. That's why you will notice in so many sales emails that, or promotional emails, that there is always a link pretty close to the top of the email, and that is because you want a call to action above the fold. It's definitely okay if you repeat it below the fold, but you want to make sure that if someone wants to just see it, click it, and go, that's all they have to do. No other action is necessary. So that's one thing that I noticed that they could have done better. Under the free shipping, they could have had an order button there and then had another order button down below. But beyond that, this is a great example for you to see some copywriting in action. So today, what did you learn? You learned the 5 elements of great copy. The title, how it's so important. Benefits, the content itself, that there's an incentive, and the call to action, not to mention where your call to action should be located. And I gave you a great example of copywriting that's current and definitely can be modeled in your own business. So let me ask you a question. Speaking of copy, have you grabbed your copy of my brand new study guide, 5 specific types of Facebook posts that grab the attention of your ideal health and fitness clients? Now, this is a great example of great copy. You definitely want to get your hands on this so that you can model these posts in your business. So just jump on your browser right now. Go to www.makeadifference.com/FB posts, FBPOSTS, and register to get your copy. I will email it right over to you, and you will have lots and lots of great examples of how to get interaction on your Facebook page, more clients to your Facebook page, and some great examples of great copy. Welcome back. So what'd you think? Pretty interesting, huh? When you start thinking about those 5 key elements in your copywriting, it is going to make a world of difference. Copywriting is really a science. It's very strategic, and it's worth the extra time that it takes to really think through your copy before you send it out to your ideal clients. Now, I want to make sure that you have an action item for today. And what I would like you to do is the next time you sit down to write a blog post, an email, maybe a sales page, maybe you're creating a free opt-in, think about those 5 key elements. Think about this entire series that we've done and make sure that you're implementing all of these techniques so that you too will get the best possible response in your copywriting. Now, just a quick reminder, go to www.makeadifference.com/FB posts to get your hand on my brand new Facebook study guide. You want to use that for a couple of reasons. One, you're going to get great engagement and more customers to your Facebook page. But secondly, it's a great way to model really well-written Facebook posts in your business. See what's really working. Use the skills from this series to write more of your social media posts. Thanks so much for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it. Your time is valuable to me as well as you, and I appreciate that you choose to spend it with me. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next week on another episode of Karen Paddock TV. Have a great day.